I'm Colette Martin, the Allergen-Free Baker, and today I'm going to show you how you can make your own sunflower seed butter. Sunflower seed butter is a great alternative to peanut butter for those who are allergic to peanuts, or those who have kids in a peanut-free classroom, or who just want to have safe snacks around. Sunflower seed butter is really easy to make. All you need is sunflower seeds, some kind of oil. I like to use sunflower oil, but really any oil of your choice will work. And a little bit of sugar. I'm going to use evaporated cane sugar. Making sunflower seed butter does take a little bit of elapsed time. Not a lot of time that requires a lot of your attention now. You will need some kind of food processor or high-speed blender to be able to do this. And the first step is really quite simple. 1 cup of sunflower seeds into your food processor. You can add a tiny amount of salt. It's actually not required, but it'll help from a preserving perspective. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up using my food processor. I'm not going to mix for very long while we're recording, but I am going to mix it for a couple minutes until I have a fine powder. Now that I've mixed it for a couple minutes, I want to show you what the inside looks like. You can start to see it thickening around the edges. I'm going to scrape it down off the sides. And you can start to see that the oils are beginning to release from the sunflower seeds. That's a really important part of this process. And the next step, again, really simple, we're going to wait for about 10 to 15 minutes to let some of the oils release from the sunflower seeds. So I'm going to go set my timer for 15 minutes and I'll see you back then. After about 15 minutes, I can see that my sunflower mush is beginning to release its oils, and now we're ready to move on to the next step. I'm going to put in the cane sugar. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of cane sugar, and now I'm going to alternate mixing for a minute and then letting it sit for a minute, and I'm going to do that 5 or 6 times until I see a really nice butter starting to form. Now that I've processed it 5 or 6 times, I want to show you what it looks like. You can see that I'm starting to have something that really resembles a thicker butter, and I'm starting to have a nice sunflower seed butter in here. I can leave it like this. It's not required to add the oils, but if you add a little bit of oil, you'll have a creamier sun butter. I recommend adding the oils slowly, 1/2 tablespoon at a time, so that you don't overdo it. So I'm going to go ahead and process 1 round with 1 tablespoon of oil now mixed in. And now you can see that I am starting to have a creamier sunflower seed butter. I still like mine a little bit more creamy, so I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more 1/2 tablespoon. Again, just a 1/2 tablespoon at a time when you're adding the oil, so you don't overdo it. You can always add a little bit more oil later on when you're ready to serve if your butter is a little bit too hard to spread. So I'm going to do this 1 more time. Let's take a look and see what it looks like now. Oh, it's starting to look real creamy. There we go. Nice, smooth, creamy sunflower seed butter. I'm going to go ahead and declare this round done. 1 cup of sunflower seeds will make about 2/3 of a cup of sunflower seed butter. You can always double, triple the rest. Sunflower seed butter is great with the basic sandwich bread recipe, which can be found in Learning to Bake Allergen-Free, or with any of the homemade jam recipes that can be found in this book.